Hello, I'm Archie Luxury and welcome to the program, fuckers. It's been a very hard week. Very hard week. I'm just getting ready for one of my favourite segments, viewer emails. And it's been a very hard week. Hence the reason I'm wearing two of my favourite watches. I got my Rolex Explorer 2 on a James Bond NATO. And I got my Patek, that's right, the one remaining Patek, my 5107 Calatrava. And sound check. And it's been a tough week, been very tough. I'm getting ready to go to Bangers. And I know it's a while away, but it can take my mind off some of the other disasters. But, yeah, it's all going good. We've got a new... Johnny Charzen is doing a weekly show. Let's see if we can keep him in the saddle. And we've got some great content coming up there. So let's go into viewer emails. And... the first thing I'd like to show you is this is one of my fans, Sporty Prawn. He's put this video together. He's gone, "Hi Archie, I finally got my video done on luxury cufflinks dedicated to me, Archie." Wow, fuckers. And please check it out. Let me know if you personally like it. I'm going to put this on the channel now, fuckers. Let's just put this on the channel now. Here we go, fuckers.
Hello, I'm a big fan of Archie Luxury. Welcome to the program, fuckers. In today's segment, I'm going to be talking about my cufflink collection. I've been collecting them for about 10-15 years, and I've only got about half a dozen or so, but they're all quality. And if anything I know about Archie and the YouTube views is that we like quality. None of this cheap Chinese shit, fuckers. Come over here and I'll show you the cufflinks, and let's begin. Alright, welcome. I have 7 cufflinks that I'm going to be showing you. The first is a beautiful pair that I bought in London in Jermyn Street from cufflink maker extraordinaire Longmire. Check out their website. They have awesome cufflinks. This is a beautiful pair of enameled solid sterling silver cufflinks with a drawing, an illustration of salmon, and you can see that the salmon are captured on both sides, and there's a chain link. They're hallmarked, and like I said, it's solid silver, and the workmanship is truly amazing. I don't know if you can see that, but it's certainly stunning. I've not actually worn them yet because I just haven't had the opportunity to, but they're a beautiful collection and they're the most recent ones. The next pair that I'd like to show you, also from London, and this comes from the factory or workshop of Richard Ogden, and this is the presentation case that the cufflinks came in. Let's open up the box and see what we have. So these are a pair of perfectly round enameled cufflinks on solid sterling silver with a sort of a link like that, both hallmarked, and it's a beautiful light blue with a 3-leafed clover design on the front, and the workmanship of this is quite extraordinary, as you can see. Very detailed and very beautiful and lustrous. I wear these, I can't say every day, maybe once every couple of weeks. They're not an everyday cufflink, but they're absolutely beautiful, and I certainly walk on air when I'm wearing these. They're a lovely addition, and these are the second most recent cufflinks that I bought. The next pair of cufflinks I'd like to share are these solid sterling silver cufflinks, which are in the shape of a fox's head, which are extraordinary pieces of work, and the detail is unbelievable. It's incredible, in fact, and they're very weighty. They feel quite solid. They're lovely pieces. I wear these reasonably often. They're hallmarked as well. These are made in Italy, but I bought these as well from a boutique in Burlington Arcade in London, and these are I wear these reasonably regularly, you know, maybe once a week, and they're a lovely addition to the collection. And like I say, they really are quite weighty. It's a shame that you can't see the workmanship in more detail. The acuity of the camera isn't great on this, but there you can see. And I'm gonna just leave these and put them here. This next pair, I don't think it needs any introduction. It's quite evident what they are. But the story behind these is that London had the Olympics 2 years ago, 2012, and Lynx, which is a purveyor of small jewellery items, was selling these, and these are not entirely solid because you can see that there are gaps, but the rest of it is solid sterling silver, and they're quite striking. They're quite nice. They have the design of the 2012 logo, which you can see perhaps, and they're a good everyday workhorse addition to the cufflink family that I have, and you know, they're quite uncontroversial. They're quite nice. I'm gonna put them up there. These pair of cufflinks are in a way unique because they have been in my collection for quite a long time. They're a chain cufflink and they're very easy to wear. They're hallmarked, and the emblem is from my high school that I went to in London. So these are worn by a select few, and that's why they've got sort of a personal significance to them that otherwise they wouldn't have. So these are very much an everyday wearing item. They're quite scratched up, as you can see, but I buffed them recently, and they're a good addition to the collection, and kind of one of the things that started me off on collecting cufflinks. One of the most boring pair of cufflinks that I own, but I thought I'd share, is a pair of solid sterling silver cufflinks with a chain. As you can see, they're quite tricky because they're quite thick. I don't know if you can see the thickness, but they're tricky to wear, so I don't wear them that often, especially if you have new shirts where you've got quite stiff cuffs. But these are quite ordinary. They're plain. They've been scratched up quite a lot, and to be honest, I don't wear them that often. They're quite boring. The final pair of cufflinks are a pair of Gucci cufflinks, again solid sterling silver, hallmarked, and the letter is the first letter of my Christian name, and these are very seldomly worn because they're quite showy. They're Gucci, but they're kind of cool. I like to wear them sometimes for kind of special occasions like friends' weddings or things like that. So they're not an everyday wear item by any means. So I'm going to put them there. So in summary, this is the collection that I have. I have a few others that I can talk about. I hope you enjoyed my cufflink collection. Archie, thank you very much for the opportunity to share my cufflinks, and all the YouTube viewers of Archie, thank you, fuckers.
What a great clip. Sporty Prawn. I love quality cufflinks, and I got a pair of Dunhill cufflinks. I got a pair of Omega cufflinks, and I've got I'd like to get some more down the track. So, you know, it's one of these things you can keep adding to. Good pair of cufflinks. Okay, so that's from Sporty Prawn. Let's take a break. Let's jump in for a quick break from my good friend Jewelers on Time. Let's jump in, fuckers.
We specialize in the repair of Rolex and Patek Philippe watches. We've been doing the same thing for more than 25 years. We have Rolex technicians certified by Rolex who actually used to work for the company for many years, like if we're doing the work on the factory. We completely disassemble the watch and we put it to work like brand new condition. When you get the pre-owned watch, it's like if you're getting a brand new unit. The only difference is the money.
And I got a great email in. This is from Alex, and it goes, "Hi Arch, hope this $60 finds you well. You betcha, I'm running short, man." Another wog boy from Dandenong, Victoria, now living in Los Angeles for the last 11 years. I'm 35. Love the watch videos, learnt so much. Although I have to say my family brand is Longines, as my grandfather had one in the 50s and gave one to my dad, who gave one to me, and so on. Shame you don't think too highly of them for obvious reasons, but again, Longines is just taking advantage of their heritage, and we are sucked in by sentimentality. Love the vids on YGen and also people telling it how it is. Just an example with your trip to Fiji, where you complained about the cost of things. I didn't want to comment on YouTube where people were saying you should turn the other cheek, pretend you aren't upset, take the higher moral ground and all that bullshit. There's a time to do that and not show your feelings, like with women, and another time to tell arseholes what you think of them. People don't do that enough. Gotta keep the fuckers honest and tell arseholes what you think of them from time to time. That's a lesson for all of us, otherwise they get way too much shit. Also loved your videos on the corporate bullshit. They always rely on our upbringing and social engineer us to use our morals against us when they race to the bottom in quality and their costs. Seems the better you are raised, the more fucked it can be. Keep thinking positive and all the best to your family. And I gotta say, yeah, Longines, my hatred for that brand stems in a long way. But Longines of a bygone era, they made some amazing watches. Some of these vintage things like the Lindbergh, these were just amazing pieces. And I am hoping to cover this sort of stuff down the track. So I will be doing a Longines expose. This is vintage, very rare vintage Longines. I'm just going to keep it under wraps, but I'm working on it, fuckers. I am working on it. So we'll see how it pans out. So yes, another interesting development. I've actually sold my Burgundy briefcase. That's gone to a really good fan and viewer. And yes, it just, I sold it, which is going to help out with my financial position, because it ain't going that fucking good, is it? It ain't going that good. But another interesting development, I'm just in the negotiations with Eslinger. We're going to get them back on board. That's right, we're getting them back on board. We're reeling them in. We're reeling them in. So let's take another commercial break and we'll be right back, fuckers.
And I'm very proud to be once again associated with Eslinger.com. And Eslinger.com was, they're a sponsor who sponsored the channel for a long time. And we've just signed a new deal. Eslinger.com, they run a YouTube channel as well as a sales website. And what Eslinger.com does is they sell all sorts of watchmakers and jewelers' tools, all sorts of items for the enthusiast. And not only that, Eslinger also has some fantastic videos on how to remove bracelets, how to do a lot of these little repairs yourself. And Eslinger themselves have they've got some fantastic products, and I'm going to be highlighting these very soon. Eslinger.com, a proud sponsor of the Archie Luxury program. Please try them out.
A great email from my good friend Renovar Weiss. Stick to watches and luxury, Archie, for the content and everything will be great. Yes, I agree. I'm sticking with watches. I can certainly tell you this much. That's the way to go, Renovar. Wowzers! He's got a beautiful Patek. What a nice piece. Yeah, I've also got another interesting email in. I always get a few freeloaders. Freeloaders, yes, freeloaders. Freeloaders who ask me ridiculous questions, and they're just a bit strange. I don't quite know what it is there, but yeah. I had one in from Trevor. Trevor said to me, "Hey Archie, I don't mean to be rude by asking, but you wouldn't happen to have any watches that you would give away?" No, Trevor, I receive free stuff. I don't give it away. I don't give much shit away, Trev. I'm sorry. That's how this thing works. I do my program to get stuff, not give stuff. You understand? Nothing personal. Fuck me dead. The cheek of these little fuckers. I just can't believe it. And I had another person who came to me, and I didn't quite understand what they were talking about, but they said, "Oh, how much for the Patek logo made from the coin?" You know, I had a really good fan who gave me this coin. He spent like 20 hours carving it out. This is fucking hours and hours. And I, just as a joke, I said, "What did you have in mind?" $40. Jesus, they're generous, these Americans. I mean, fuck. So, no, I won't be doing that deal. Thank you very much there. Let's have a look. Any other interesting things in our mail bag? Let's have a look here. We've got an email in. Oh, this is from Thomas. G'day, Thomas. You could have made your channel full-time if you hadn't been so busy insulting and ignoring people. This is from a man who stands behind a photo with armed weapons. Yes. I'm a bit worried, Thomas. It's, yeah. Thomas, I love you to death, man, but thanks for the advice there. That's come in. What else have we got there? We got Carter. Hello, Carter. Carter's cool. Carter Kraus. Just wanted to let you know that I love the new video on the pen boxes. I personally like horology, but pens are more affordable for me. Just wanted to say keep up the awesome work. And personally, I would love to see more vids on your pens. Thank you. That's Crazy Dipper Smoker. He's a lovely guy. Carter Kraus. He's a lovely kid, and I'm really proud to have him as a fan of the channel there. We got a few. Yeah, we had a few in the mailbag there, but, you know, by all means, please keep them coming. I really love getting emails in there, and, you know, that makes the day go so much better. And, I got an email in from Brad Smith. Just saw your video on easing the pain with luxury goods. I have to say, wearing my Rolex gets me through the day. I'm the last guy to believe in superstition or weird motivations, but I have a power which only happens when I strap on the Rolex. Even biking and exercising, especially at the beach or pool, it gives me an encouragement that doesn't normally exist. I don't really understand what is going on because I'm not a show-off or a pretentious type, but it's a kind of electricity from wearing a fine timepiece. And he particularly loves his blue-faced Air King 369. Yeah, that's a nice piece there. On a flip note, it's quite funny. Now that I have a keen eye, he easily spots fakes and those posers wearing the fakes. And good on you, Brad. Thank you, Brad Smith, for that email there. It's really, really good stuff. I'm Archie Luxury. This has been Viewer Emails. Please send in your horological questions and dilemmas, and I'll be back soon. See you later, fuckers. Nice one, Archie. Look at that. You're doing good shows. Stick with the watches and away from the other diversions.